Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Samlaji Government College, Mandvia, Chittorgarh. Today my topic is peroxisomes. These are the organelles found in all eukaryotic cells. They are small vesicles. They are single membrane bound organelles and they are found in eukaryotic cells. They usually float around cytoplasm. They comprises of digestive enzymes which are used to break down toxic materials found in the or enter into the cell and uh, oxidative enzymes for metabolic activity. They play very important role in lipid production. They are involved in the conversion of reactive oxygen species such as hydrogen peroxide into safer molecule like water and oxygen by enzyme catalysis. Mostly peroxisomes occur as individual organelle. Example like in found in fibroblast. They also exist in the form of interconnected tubules in the liver cells known as peroxisome reticulum. Now, the structure of peroxisome. They vary in shapes, size, and number, and the shape, size, and number depends upon the energy requirement of the cell. Peroxisome is made up of phospholipid bilayer with many membrane bound proteins. So here you can see this is a lipid membrane and it is a lipid bilayer, phospholipid bilayer with many membrane bound protein. The enzymes involved in the lipid metabolism are synthesized on free ribosomes and then they are selectively imported to peroxisomes. These enzymes include one of the two signaling sequences, that is peroxisome target sequence 1, which is the most common one. The phospholipids of peroxisomes are usually synthesized in smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And because of the ingress of proteins and lipids, the peroxisomes grow in size and then divides into two organelles. There is a no there in peroxisomes there is no DNA, means they do not have their own DNA. Proteins are transported from cytosol after translation. So peroxisome consists of several types of enzymes like urate oxidase, D-amino acid oxidase, and catalase. So you can see this is the structure of peroxisome. This is a lipid layer, lipid membrane, that is a phospholipid bilayer. This is a matrix and this is a core. And the core is a crystalline core. Here it is more clear. This is a lipid bilayer, this is a matrix, and this is a crystalline core. Now functions. So the main function of peroxisome is the lipid metabolism. Other functions are like catabolism of D-amino acids, polyamines, and bile acids. They are involved in the production and the elimination of hydrogen peroxide during biochemical process. I'll explain later. So it has a function of oxidation of fatty acids. They are also involved in the synthesis of lipid like cholesterol and plasminogens. They take part in various oxidative processes. The reactive oxygen species such as peroxides is converted to water by various enzymes like peroxidase and catalase. So how does it occur? So peroxidase break down organic molecule by the process of oxidation and in order to produce hydrogen peroxide. When hydrogen peroxide is created, it is stored in peroxisomes and peroxisomes contains catalyze and this converts hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. So peroxidase is converted to water by various enzymes like peroxidase and catalase. In plants, peroxisome facilitates photosynthesis and seed germination. They also prevent loss of energy during photosynthesis, carbon fixation, and carbon fixation. So, peroxisomes are organelles that can vary in shape, size, and number, and depends on the energy needs of the cell. In each cell, a carbohydrate-rich growth medium shrinks peroxisomes. And on the other hand, the presence of toxins or a lipid-rich diet can increase their number and size. Hence, so they vary in shape, size, and number depending upon the energy requirement of the cell. Then one more thing I explained that these organelles are made up of phospholipid bilayer with many membrane-bound proteins, especially those that act as a protein transporter and translocator. The enzymes involved in detoxification and lipid metabolism are synthesized on free ribosomes in the cytoplasm. Then they imported to peroxisome and they are more similar to mitochondria and chloroplast when we compare to lysosomes that bud off from the endoplasmic reticulum. Mm, and one more thing, then now I would like to compare peroxisomes with other organelles, with other cell organs. So it has some structural similarities with different organelles within the cell, but in initial stages, it is difficult to distinguish lysosome from peroxisomes through microscope. But differential centrifugation can help us to identify subcellular structures which is like lysosome. What is the difference between lysosome and the peroxisome? So with the help of differential centrifugation, we can examine subcellular structure having different composition. We can identify which one is peroxisome and which one is lysosome. The protein and the lipid component are distinct and they contain very different enzymes. Peroxisome contains catalase enzyme to detoxify hydrogen peroxide generated from the beta oxidation of fats. And lysosome protein are synthesized in the rough ER and vesicle that contain appropriate enzymes but of to form lysosome. So there is some similarity in structure, but they are peroxisome and lysosome are different in their composition. Now peroxisome also have some similarities with mitochondria and chloroplast. Most of the proteins of these organelles are translated on free ribosome in the cytoplasm. Unlike mitochondria and chloroplast, peroxisome contains no genetic material or any translation machinery. And because of this, their entire proteome comes through import from the cytoplasm. So, mitochondria and chloroplast has some genetic material, but peroxisome doesn't have genetic materials. In addition, a single lipid bilayer membrane forms peroxisome, in contrast to the double membranous structure of mitochondria and chloroplast. So, it is different from peroxisome is different from mitochondria and chloroplast. Then in plants, they play important role in seed germination and photosynthesis. So during seed germination, fat stores are mobilized for anabolic reaction, which leads to the formation of carbohydrate, and this is called glycosylate glyoxylate cycle, and it begins with the beta oxidation and the generation of acetyl coenzyme A as well. So peroxisome works in plant for the means it plays important role in seed germination and photosynthesis. There are some disorder as well which is related to peroxisome function. So the most severe of these are that results in impaired brain development and neural migration. So disorders arising from the deficient peroxisome function, which arise from defect in peroximase biogenesis. Mutated peroxisomal enzymes are non-functional transporters that recognize PTS1 or PTS2, that is signaling enzymes in cytoplasmic protein. And the most severe of these are the rare genetic disorders which results in the impaired brain development. So there are some disorders as well because of the dysfunction of the peroxisome. So today I explained what is peroxisome, how it works in the cell, then the structure of peroxisome, then what are the functions of peroxisome, and then I explained what is difference between the lysosome and the peroxisome, difference between mitochondria, chloroplast and peroxisome. Then I explained one order disorders related to peroxisome functions. Thank you.